Day 30 of backtesting until I'm profitable. You can go back to the previous session. So far so good. So we're gonna be backtesting, I think, the month of February 2023. Yeah, but 2022 was actually quite a good year, quite similar to 2020. But yeah, let's get into it. So price was an option, and now it looks like we're pushing to the downside. So we'll see how market develops, and then we'll look for potential setups. This could be a possible pattern. Okay, so let me just go to the 4 hour. So we have a pattern over here. We have a reversal, and now it looks like market is making a lower time frame pattern. So I don't see anything as yet. So I'll just wait for price to develop. So this can be a possible correction, right? We have an impulse, we have this correction. However, I would have liked for this to break the low before going up. but let's see how it plays out. So now what I'd like to see is some sort of a pullback. Okay, I'd like to see this break this high and then I'll look for sells. Okay, now we have a clean pattern, so now I'm interested in a possible move to the downside. So on the 1 hour it's a bit messy. Let me just see how the risk to reward would look like. Oh shoot, I forgot to open my Notion. Okay. Excuse me. So I have my Notion open, so I'm going to put it on the other screen. And let's see if you can't get a potential entry. Okay, I'm now in the sell. Okay, so I'm out of the sell. So this looked like corrective pattern for upside. We could have had multiple entries over here, however, I'm not sure that this could push entirely to the upside, hence I'm not looking for buys as yet. So it does seem like we're pushing higher on the lower time frame. We're making these lower time frame corrections. So this does look like a smaller correction, but since I don't see a clear pattern on the 4 hour, I will let this one go. But there is a potential move to the upside. Okay, so this actually looks like a buy setup, but I'm not that confident as yet in taking buys. So I can look for a short-term buy, but I'm not confident in this trade. So if I do take it, it'll have to be a small position. Okay, I'm now in the buy. Nothing has really changed. You just made a new low. The only difference is now there's a possibility for this to be a correction for one more move. But yeah, I'm looking for move to the upside. Okay, let's see. So I will look for price to break this high, and then I'll move my stop loss to break even. Okay, we've broken the high, and now I'm going to move this to break even. Okay, and I'm out. So now that price has developed, we can let this be its own pattern, its own correction. Price made a move, we broke the high, so that's part of the move up. And then now we're making up correction for continuation to the upside. Okay, now I'm interested in the buy. We have a complete pattern. I think my computer is lagging for some odd reason. Uh, so I'll be looking for a move to the upside, and then as usual, if we do go to the upside, once we break this high, I'm going to move my stop to break even. So let's see. Okay, nothing has also changed. We just made a low. So I'm still looking for the buy, and I'm in the buy. Okay, so let's see if price saw. Oh, okay. Price broke to the downside. Okay, so price is pushing aggressively to the downside. So now it makes me question if is this a correction? I mean, sorry, is this an impulse? We're currently correcting, and is market going to make another move to the downside? So in order for me to sell, I'll have to see a correction, and then I would look for continuation. Okay, so I could have had an entry over here, but that's cool. So let's see. I'm gonna go back to the 4 hour. Okay, so I don't see any clean setup. So I'll just let market play out. Okay, now I see a pattern. So I'm gonna look for possible entry to the downside. Okay. So I missed this because there was no setup on the 1 hour. However, I could have sold the breakout, but I did not think it would move that fast. Okay, so I'm gonna have another potential entry. Let's see. Okay, so this is my setup over here. Okay, I'm gonna target the low. Okay, this computer is very laggy. I don't know what's going on. So the stream might be cut short. So let's see if we can't get a potential entry. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for market open and then I'm gonna remove my order. So this is what I want to see because now it looks like we're making a big correction. So I can take an entry over here, however, it'll be a very risky entry. And the reason I say it'll be a risky entry is because this is a 15-minute pullback, right? And there's also a possibility for this to break the low and to continue pushing higher. Okay, so I guess the sell was not a good idea. Okay, so I'm gonna look for an entry to the downside. Okay, I'm now in the sell. Okay, so let's see if price won't push to the downside. Okay. Um, I'm just gonna reduce my stop to that level. Okay. I don't think I want to still be in the trade if this comes back all the way to my entry, so I'm gonna move this to break even. Okay, I'm gonna move my stop loss into profit. Okay, I'm just gonna take copy because I think I'm gonna be taken out, and I'm out. So I'm out for small profit. So if this does continue to push to the downside, I'll look for another entry. Okay, let me go to the 4 hour. Okay, this still looks like a pullback for more downside, unless we're making a much more bigger correction, something like a one, two, three, and then we'll get more downside. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour. Okay, so price is definitely pushing to the upside. So moving to break even was not a bad idea. This actually looks like it's going to break to the upside. Okay, so price did break, but it's actually moving very slow. Okay, so I'm gonna take the risk of putting a pending order at night. You know what? Let me just leave it. However, this is the pattern. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream because for some reason this is lagging like a lot. Let me see if I. Okay, so on my other monitor, it's the cursor is not lagging. So let me try and reset this. Okay, yeah, it's still lagging. So let me see if I move it to the other side. Let's just see. The funny thing is, on the other monitor, it's not lagging, which is crazy. So I don't know now. I don't know if I can change the. I don't know if it'll work while I'm live streaming, but I'm attempting to change the stream to the other monitor because let me just double check. I think it's working perfectly fine on the other monitor. Um, okay. Yeah, so it's let me just try to let's see if it'll change. So you guys should be seeing the charts, but just that they're on my other monitor. So let's see. Okay, that worked. Okay, so this is the pattern, and price made this. So I want to be in the sell over here because we have a reversal, we have a pattern. I'm looking for continuation. Mm. So the tricky part is going to be the entry. Okay, so I'm gonna risk $100. Excuse me. Okay, and I'm in the sell. So I have my Notion open on my other monitor and it's still lagging. So yeah, I wonder what the problem is. Okay, correction. Okay, what time is it? Okay, price is definitely pushing. So, I kind of okay. I'll wait for my session. So I think I'm gonna move my stop to break even. Okay, stop is at break even. Let's just okay. So let's see. Okay, so price is pushing. Okay, and I'm off for break even. Um, I'm happy with that. Okay, so it looks like price is pushing to the upside. Okay, so let me see if I can't get an issue. But yeah, I would have liked to have an issue over here, so I'll have to compromise by entering below the slow. Okay, then let me just wait for a proper entry. If it goes without me, it's fine. Okay, that would have been okay. I'd still, if I took this out, I'd still be in the trade. However, this looks like it's gonna break to the upside. This looks like a correction. We're out of reversal. This is pulling back. We can get a possible move to the upside. So if this breaks, I really want to be in the trade because this has a potential to break totally to the downside. Let's just see. Um, I'm contemplating taking this trade because I'm looking at the time. Excuse me. However, it is possible for this to move during the Asian session. So let's just wait for price to play out and see what happens. Okay, so two things can happen. Either price will continue to push or we're going to see a move to the upside. So if this does break to the upside, I will look for a short-term buy. But um, yeah, I'd have to see a pullback and then I will look for buys. Time. Okay. Um, I can take the buy. This is a buy setup. Yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, I'm in the buy. So this can just be a move to the upside, a correction, something like this, and then continue breaking to the downside, right? You see, we had an impulse, price made a 1, 2, 3, and then we made a move to the downside. So that can also be the case in this possibility. So let's see if this will play out. Well, I don't think so. Oh, look at that. So it took me out and then it pushed. Um, let's just. Okay, this looks like a corrective pattern. Okay. Oh, so the bias was basically correct for buys. However, it's just that price was a bit messy, but that's okay. So it looks like this is gonna go break this high. In order for me to buy, I'll have to see. Okay, what is happening? So this looks like a correction for a move to the downside. So you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, okay, it's not my session yet. Let me just go to my session. Okay, I'm gonna put a pending order at the low, and in hopes that this will break aggressively to the downside. Something like this, and then we'll see how it plays out. So nothing has really changed on the 4 hour. This is still looking like a pullback for more downside. So let's see. I think I'd like to just move my entry to this one. Okay, so I'm still convinced that this will break to the downside. Okay, there we go. Mm, okay, it's 8 a.m. I'm gonna move this to break even. I don't want this. If this comes back here, I don't want to be in the trade. I'm looking for this to continue pushing to the downside. Nice. Okay, so that did not break the low. This was supposed to at least continue to push to the downside and break the low. But let's see. And I'm out. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I'm out. So price did not do well. It did do what I was anticipating to an extent. However, it did not break the low. I was expecting this to break the low. Nothing has really changed. We might be making a bigger correction. So I'll only look for sales if this breaks this high, and then I'll look for reversal, a pullback, and then I'll look for sales. Okay, I'm gonna look for a sell below this though. Um, However, this is just a 15-minute pullback. Let's go to the 15-minute. Right, this is just pulling back. So we have a reversal, we have a pullback. I don't know what this is, but sometimes the impulse starts very slow and then it breaks to the downside. There is a possibility for this to just break this low and continue pushing higher, and then this will be some sort of a bigger correction. So now I'm contemplating on whether I should take the sell at the break of this low or simply wait for a much more clear setup. But let me wait and see how it plays out. Okay, that was a good idea to wait. So if we go to the 4 hour, this still looks like we have an impulse. This is a correction. So I'll be looking for entries for moves to the downside. So yeah, there aren't really any clean setups. So I guess I'll just have to wait and let price develop. Okay, now this looks like a possible correction for a buy. So I'll have to see a 50. Okay, okay, this looks like the beginning of the down move. So wait for a pullback. Okay, now it looks like we have a proper setup. Okay, this is actually a decent setup. The only tricky part is where my take profit is going to be. Okay, we can look for a possible short-term sell. Reason being, still looking at this as an overall correction. Right? We had an impulse, this is a corrective structure. We're basically looking for another move like this. So let's see if price plays out. Okay, price did not play out, but we're still within the structure. Nothing has really changed. Okay, so this is all over the place. So I've been streaming for about an hour. We can go look at some stuff. This was quite a slow session. So we started, I think, in Feb. Yeah, it's been quite a slow couple of months, but we're still up about 1% for the year. Um, let's see. So in April we had two trades. So this was basically a break-even month in April. Yeah, it was a break-even month. Then March we had one winner and one loser. So we're slightly up on March. And then Feb we had one losing trade. And then January we had two winning trades. So this was quite a big winner. But yeah, that's it for this session.